everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Planet Coaster. We built Big Blue 2 episodes ago. We've been expanding this section of the park. Who does not love our fairground, ice cream, water, and bathrooms? What are you guys eating? Is that ice cream? How'd you get ice cream from the water shop? Pip shot, drink for life. This menu, I'll take a number M, please. What do you sell here? I don't think I've ever actually looked at what the water shop sells. You know, luckily, I can't actually, so that's cool. That's my bad for sinking it, you know, so deep within the fairgrounds that we couldn't see it anyway. We're starting to get a little framey here, I'll admit. And I'll also admit that, you know, we may be getting fairly close to the end of the Planet Coaster series. I'm just starting to hit this wall where, like, I find it fun to play, but in, like, a meditative way. And it's very satisfying to look out on, like, all I've created here and be like, this is pretty good. It's so much better. Like, I thought that it would be a more up and down approach. Like, our last park was horrible. This one just knocked it out of the park, like, right from the beginning. Sure, the scenery isn't super varied, and maybe not every roller coaster is super unique, but at the same time, I'm pretty pleased with it. Like, I think we mostly did a good job. But it's kind of lacking a certain challenge right now. You know, like, things come up. You're just broken down, right? Yeah, things come up to give us, like, 2% unrest, to put it in Europa Universalis style. And then we go look at our guests and see what the problem is. Ooh, I stepped in 6. So we know that as soon as that gets taken care of, they're going to go back up to 100. And, you know, we can go look at how much money we make, and we can try to make even more profit, but we've got more money than we know what to do with right now. You know, we could build, like, a roller coaster per month and have no concerns about it. We could try to optimize the park, but it really seems like the way to kind of play this game forever is to really care about the sandbox style and to make your own custom buildings and custom shops and facilities and stuff like that. And it doesn't really appeal to me that much. As you can tell, my ability to build custom elements based on shit mountain here is not necessarily my strong suit. But look at this Tony Hawk 50-50 grind. I didn't realize I'd opened a skate park. I thought I had a theme park here, but everybody's rocking out with their trucks out. Anyway, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna, you know, end the series this week or something, but we'll probably find, like, a logical conclusion and then move on from there. What are we gonna replace it with? I don't know, dude, okay? I don't know. Playing a lot of Isaac right now. Are we gonna make 15 Isaac videos a day for the channel? Probably not. Anyway, what can we do? We've just added to this section of the park. People are coming here. We actually have a lineup for Big Blue, which I think is excellent. We're gonna make like $15,000 this month. Maybe I'll just let the first month tick over. Achieve a monthly profit from coasters of $17,000. If that's just from coasters, we may actually hit that this month. So let's try to, I'll go up to speed 3 even though it's going to be, you know, problematic from a performance standpoint. And we'll hope that we can actually just hit 17,000 from rides. Multiple rides are broken down. 17,000 from coasters, sorry, not from rides. I also sort of wish the challenges weren't just like, you know, make 15,000 from coasters. Make 17,000 from coasters. You know, they kind of grow like that. I wish that they, you know, maybe it was a new park has moved in across town. In order to defeat them, you've got to make your park more all-ages friendly or something like that. Just more dynamic difficulty is really something that I think would help contribute to being able to play the game long-term. But I understand as well that I'm not ragging on the game. I think it's one of 2016's best games. I'm just not that much into the sandbox style. I'm more into, like, the tycoon elements, I suppose. So we're just letting the month tick over here, hoping that we get... I mean, we made 23,000 overall, 24,000 overall from rides. Is it possible that 17 of that is from coasters? I think that's conceivable. Our rides make less than our coasters, but we do have many more rides than coasters, so we'll have to see. Multiple rides have been fixed. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. You got it. Good programming. July does have 31 days. Well, we know that Cliffy B's, Ferrari Spider, and Major Nelson's console launch are not making a lot of money, so I was thinking that we were optimistic to complete the challenge, and there we go. Park rating change plus 614 as well is pretty ridiculous. Mostly ride rating. And marketing bonus, jeez. And I guess guest happiness being that high is helping out. 98 gives us a 24% boost to it. Well, what should we do? Again, we can always put down more rides. We put down several on the last episode. Did we? Oh, we did adjust the queue on that. That's fine. We do have research on the go right now as well. 100% happiness is back again. Honestly, you might as well take like 3,000 a month. There you go. And then you're going to be done like within this month. We should have accelerated our research earlier, probably. We could build another coaster over here. Dare I say it. Although, I still have like the pipe dream of connecting a few different sections of our park here. But at some point, you got to think like, what are we expanding the park for? The only rides that we have left to put down are rides that I don't even want. Like, I don't really want to put down a ride that has a nausea level in the red. Like, where was that one? I thought we had a red nausea ride. There it is. Like, I don't want to put down the looper. The stats are terrible. If I built this roller coaster, I would delete it and put down a prefabricated one right after. But maybe I'm just a baby like that. So what we can do is build coasters, or we could plan for, like, a monorail. However, I've built the park so dense here that it's hard to fit in the monorail stations, you know? We could place a water ride as well. We have not had a water ride. Water rides are apparently broken. People are extremely invested in them. But I wonder if we placed a water ride here. Because we have more control over the track, we might be able to fit it in and around this space. Alright, I'm going to do something that's probably dumb. I'm going to try to build a water ride. We're going to do it with River Rapids. And I'm going to try to build it all the way around our existing... Oh, that's not going to work. Are you out of your freaking mind? We're going to, like... This is ridiculous. There's no way that's going to work. But I believe that there is a place where we can put this. Like, we could put it here. Like that, maybe? But then it's gonna cannibalize so much real estate. This is the problem with making your park fairly dense. It's like, there's no really good location for this. We did leave some empty space over here. Oh, no, we filled it with a bathroom. as the case is, you know? It's like, if we could make an expansion over here, we might be able to fit in the track here. And you might say, well, this is boring. Yo, this is what it's like to make a roller coaster in real life, my dudes. You gotta buy land, you gotta approve it with the city, you gotta get funding. That's the Planet Coaster I wanna play, man. I wanna play the Planet Coaster where, like, you know, the Roller Coaster Commission of America comes in and goes, well, we gotta test the G-forces on this. That's my dream come true. Okay, sure. Let's make a water ride that does this. I think we can make this work. It might be hideous, but I think we can make this work. Alright, so how is this gonna work? Conveyor belt lift hill. You do move on the standard track. So I think we're just gonna start by pulling them out a little bit here. It's not like they're gonna be getting too many G-forces. And we'll take them on a 90-degree angle. And then we're gonna start raising them up on the lift hill. And then we're gonna continue to raise them up on the lift hill. I hope this doesn't break the game by causing like an influx of traffic to happen here. But if it does, it does, dude. Okay, let's not be ridiculous. We'll start the test and see how much excitement they lose over the course of this. The first water ride I built just worked, man. It worked fine. So I'm hopeful that we can continue that trend here. We probably don't want this to go up too high. But let's test that theory. They're actually, like, pretty excited about it right now. Like, for excitement to be in the yellow right off the bat is pretty good. And then excitement is, look at how fast this thing is going up. We actually are pretty close to hitting the green on excitement and fear. But... No, it's good. Like, this is actually fine. I think we should... Oh, God. What have I done? I think we should actually raise them up a little bit more. They like it. Much to my surprise. Now, we're kind of starting to run out of real estate here, so let's do that. And, alright, what do people like? Well, if we're gonna drop them, we should drop them now, and then they can come back around, like, through this part of this coaster, I think. So, sure, start the drop. And continue the drop. Again, this can be probably wider. But we'll give them some space to drop. Like, when they hit the bottom of the drop here, widen the tube. And then throw them for some rapids, man. Look at that. We got some rapids. And then we'll narrow the tube. And then maybe we'll, Are they liking it? Oh my god, look at those stats. They're loving it. Listen to that video crowd. They love you. We'll widen it to the left a little bit here. What an exciting ride. And then we'll throw in some wide left rapids. And then we'll narrow the tube. And then we gotta turn you. Like, I hate to do it. The stats are dying here as well. Your real stats are dying. Sorry we didn't see you. No, but this gives us a chance to drop through here. And again, I want to make use of the limited space that we have available here. I think we're doing a decent job of that so far. Alright, so we're going to send you out here, and you're like, yawn, this roller coaster sucks, Mom. Yeah, well, get ready to have your testicles blown into the back of your butthole, Jimmy. Because you're getting dropped again, son. Right through the epicenter of that coaster right there. No, we're going to drop you one more. Yeah. Just like that. Then we're going to end the drop. And we're going to turn you a little bit. We're going to turn you and burn you. It's got to be done. And then you're like, well, Northernlion, it's an asymmetrical ride. You've got some wide left sections. You got no wide right sections. I would feel remiss if I didn't accept that you were correct in this assessment of things. Can we speed up the track as well, by the way? Like these sections, can we go like, hey. Okay, what about basic track sections? Can we speed them up? No, it doesn't seem like it. Alright, so send them back down here. We can always throw in another chain lift if we have to. I'm just waiting to see how they feel excitement-wise. Because they are dipping here. They're like, you know, these water rides are a little bit about just scenery as well. They're not getting nearly as afraid as I would like them to get. How did excitement not rise there? Like, that hurts me when you treat me like that. I don't really want to auto-complete. We don't need to smooth all. Like, that's obvious. I don't know. Our stats are probably going to be in the yellow for excitement here. Please, I'd like to expand this coaster. Please. Oh, there, we got it. Okay. Narrow. Thank you. And we got a little bit of an awkward problem here, because how are we supposed to bring this track around to the end at this point? I think one way we could do that is a quick little bend in between these coasters right here. And then straighten out. Which is then followed by a lift hill. We needed to get over the other scenery is the thing. Or over the other track even is the thing. So we do need to raise it up Josh Groban style. Or as I like to say, Opan Groban style. Now the real challenge here is going to be getting this to the end and actually getting it to connect back up. Like, I'm somewhat skeptical that that's even going to be possible. But let's do it. So we're going to drop them. And this, I think the chain lift is like everybody's favorite part of this coaster somehow. Wow. It actually worked. Amazingly enough. Okay. We do need to get this to the exit, or to the entrance, rather. It actually works. I am a genius. I did not think this would be plausible. Where is our water ride right here? Stop the test. Start the test. Let's ride it, boys. Now, I'm not going to say that this is the best water ride ever conceived. Obviously, that's the John Denver experience. Making a lot of South Park episode references lately. Been watching it while I've been folding my laundry. The Comedy Network in Canada, which is, you know, if you live in America, it's just our Comedy Central affiliate, basically. Play like 15 episodes of South Park a night between 1 a.m. and 6 a.m. So if you're late night folding laundry, like, get ready to get exposed to Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Maybe a little bit of phrasing there. Alright, I can understand why people get excited. First off, these dummies can't even hold on to the bar. So that's exciting in the first place. I hope you put your seatbelt on right, otherwise you're getting flung out of this. I think we're going to be in the yellow for our stats, and that's okay. I'll be pleased if this roller coaster just, like, functions. And by roller coaster, of course, I mean track ride. If it functions decently, because we are running out of space. Alright, this is the... Oh, Jesus. This is the principal thrill of this ride. Is that you get rotated a little bit. This is way more nauseating than any of our roller coasters, man. Just gently spinning you side to side. Gives you a great view of the Planet Coaster universe, though. Alright, this is where... somehow, the curve is more exciting than the rapids, I suppose. This drop is pretty good, and it drops you right in to the wooden roller coaster, which is always nice. They were actually getting less excited during the drop, which, above all else, actually just offends me. So, you know, here's an old figure skating trick. You just pick a spot to look at, and then, you know, every time you snap your head around to that angle, you're not going to get dizzy. Sometimes I get dizzy really easily. I try to just tell myself, you know, if you just don't let yourself get dizzy, if you say to your body, like, hey, body, don't get dizzy this time, you're not going to get dizzy. I'll let you guess how that's worked out for me in the past. The answer is not supremely well. So this is going to be approximately a 98-minute long ride. It's going to cost $500, and you have to give us some collateral when you get on the roller coaster that you're good for it. You know, like your last month's paycheck, or, you know, the deed to your house or something, because this is a long ride here, dude. The most exciting part of the ride is the climb for these people. As they're diving down here, they get less excited. Yawn. Just a 45-mile-an-hour drop. Okay, stats get a little bad towards the end. That's okay. I think this is fine. I'm just going to open it up. Well, I'm going to, obviously, we'll build the queue out first, then we'll open it up. And I've built the queue in the wrong direction, so what we actually have to do is click on the station and make it enter right, exit right, and then start the test. Enter right, but down and down. Also, exit right. Use my cue. We're off to ride the log flume. You know. Wait, this is where you get off. This is where you get on. So we should actually set it up like this. The exit should be here, just for faster loading and unloading times. And the entrance should be, like, as close to here as possible. We should also go to operations here and, like, crank up the number of cars. Like, we should be able to run, like, 6 of these at a time. Probably we can run even more, but let's just go for 6 for now. Again, profit, you know, we're lucky enough to be in a position where profit is effectively meaningless. Now, this will be a real good test to see if log flumes are actually broken. Because if they are broken, then this ride will be popular. If they're held to a similar standard as normal roller coasters, then it'll be a different story. Because I don't think our stats on this are particularly impressive. What is impressive, in my opinion, is that this interacts with our other coasters to make the best use of the available space. But at this point, we're making like self-imposed challenges like that, because we do have like a lot of unfettered land here that we just have not touched. We can probably run more than 5 cars. Like, look at how quickly these ones are able to go. Do we have any testing? No, they still have not completed a test because I keep adjusting the parameters for them. Okay. Run 8 cars and then complete the test. And, you know, while you're doing that, we'll, well, I mean, building an exit to the ride would probably be good. Especially if, as with the average log flume, 10,000 people decide to get in line for this immediately. Build the queue out. Sometimes you can get stuck on the log flume. Like, there can be too many ones coming back into the station. I guess that makes sense, because it is going to take some time to load and unload each one. So you don't want people to be stuck on the ride for too long. Alright, we built a path. What's our queue rating? 0. It went from 1 to 0. I guess we had grass, and now it's concrete. So they're like, you know, do you think this is, Empire State of Mind? It's not Empire State of Mind. We don't care about a concrete jungle. We just want, by the order of the Queen, for the crusade! For honor! Too much Hearthstone, sorry. Sorry. You know, we gotta put fountains around here. I know I've been placing a lot of fountains to begin with, but this is a water ride, dude. If you want to ride a water ride, you gotta accept there's gonna be fountains. I like that. You know, we can get some, like, sweet little geysers going on here. I'm loath to add, like, more movable parts, or moving parts, rather, into the park itself, but if it's gotta be done, it's gotta be done. So we're still, you know, a logical endpoint for this series might be when we get 10,000 guests in the park. How many times do you say trees? It's tree. Like, we're very slowly getting to 10,000-ish guests. In fact, let's Control-Z those ones. We don't need to take up that real estate. We can take advantage of that later. Like, I don't think 10,000 guests is a pittance. I think that's like a lot of people. And we're only at 8,500, and we're at max, like, marketing right now. All power has been diverted to the television commercials. So we're going to grow fairly slowly here. I'm trying to add a diversity of rides just on the off chance that makes a difference. I'm a little skeptical that it will, but you never know. Remember when we started this by putting, you know, 18 of the same tree down as ride scenery? Things change, dude. Now we put down 25 of 6 different varieties of tree. We got a 100% Q rating. Rolling River 1. Nah, dude, this is now... Let's see. There's gotta be a good one here. The Poseidon Adventure. Please don't sue me, Paramount Pictures. Poseidon Adventure? That's probably Universal now that I think about it. Immediately, people are like, I want to go on the Poseidon experience. That's awesome. Usually you gotta wait like, $8? Excuse me? Usually you gotta wait a little bit before people get in. Oh, you jokers got in before I raised the prices. Yo, say what you will, she knows how to wear a visor, dude. At $15, people were like, sign me up for this ride. No doubt. I might have to raise the price even further beyond that. We also should maybe put an ATM over here, but I think, like, the thought... Oh my god, it's 5 prestige as well. The thought on this ride is basically, like, guest thoughts are going to be 100%. I want to ride the Poseidon adventure. Like, look at how many people are invested in this experience as is right now. And we can put, I'm imagining, wait, is this 12 people per car times 8 cars is 96 people on the ride simultaneously, which is roughly $1,500, but it's actually not that much because it takes probably like a full in-game month for the ride to complete. So I think this is going to be expensive to run and not necessarily that profitable. But as you know, with water rides, we can really raise the price to, oh my god. We can raise the price to like $30 if the ride's good enough and people will still ride it. The Poseidon Adventure is really good value. Dude, this is like, we just introduced the iPhone into the roller coaster market, and we're like, oh, what's a good price for an iPhone? $10? Where'd all the iPhones go? People are buying them up. $22.50 might even be too cheap. Even our solo travelers, Ezekiel Burnham already. I run out of money for the Poseidon Adventure. That's bad news. Means you probably need to throw an ATM in over here. Well, honestly, a quick episode today, but I think our work here is done when it comes to this log ride. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.